I feel like I haven't been up here in a while, Van. Well, the kid makes the return. I see me on Facebook too. Let me do something real quick. Come here, put it in. Here we go. Let's get it up. Let's get it up.
Get it up.
All right. It's just the same shit over and over again. All right. Let's get started with this show. Welcome to Real Estate 101, where you come to the Good Time Tommy page every Wednesday at 1 o'clock to get some sort of information about the real estate market. Or, not just the real estate market, real estate in general. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be the market specifically. It can be anything. Like what I'm talking about today. But before we get into the topic, we always give a shout out for Real Estate 101. Isn't that right? Shout out? We give a shout out to somebody.
Yeah.
Who should we give a shout out to today? I'm looking at you.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, shout out to Stevie Z, my man. Hey, I heard you got yourself a nice little listing.
thank you.
Did you get under contract yet?
I did.
Nice. Got a deal.
Thank you.
Hey, he getting the ball rolling. So shout out to our man Stevie Z. Everyone check out gttoffer.com. I don't know if you can see it behind me. I'll move out of the way just for a second so that way you can see what we mean by GTT offer. There's 3 ways that you can sell your house extremely conveniently. Either, what's it called, the instant offer? The instant offer, where we look at your house and we give you an offer instantly. No showings, no open houses, no lock boxes, no realtors, none of that bullshit. Just straight up. Do what?
You don't have to get up and leave the house.
You don't have to get up and leave. You can sit on your couch and sell your house. Don't have to do anything. So no realtor, none of that. No, nothing involved like that. That's the instant offer. Or option number 2, where we could actually come in, look at your house, see what needs to get fixed, give you a little bit of money to fix it, then put it on the market and get top dollar for your house. Or we could just go the traditional route and list your house. So there's the 3 ways that we call that the GTT offer. So if any of those, if you're watching this right now and you're in a situation where you think you need to sell your house, check us out. Check out what we have to offer. Who knows? Maybe one of those options is a really good fit for you, and we'd love to talk to you more about it. So without further ado, let's get into today's show topic. What I'm talking about today is the top 5 things that I have learned since being in real estate. It's been about 4 years. It'll be 4 years next month. That's how long I've been in real estate. So what I'm talking to you guys about today are the top 5 things that I've learned since being in the real estate business. So let's get it up. Let's get started, all right? The number 1 thing that I've learned, one thing that I feel like is the most important thing out of the 5, I like to start with the most important. Communication skills. Very, very coming at you hard already. Communication skills. So if you're a new real estate agent, if you're somebody that's thinking about becoming a realtor, maybe thinking about getting into sales, not just real estate, there's one thing that you have to learn to do no matter what. Even if you're not in sales, even if you want to get in a relationship, or if you want to have a friend, or if you want to do anything, it doesn't matter what you're doing in life, you have to be good at this one thing in order to succeed in it, and that is called communicate. Nobody, and I say this very, very strongly, nobody is, I don't think anybody is perfect at this. Everybody has, this is something that you just can't be perfect at, but it is something that you can be really good at. And that's something I feel like as a new real estate agent, you have to be really good at this if you want to be successful. You got to learn how to have selling skills. What's going on here?
My YouTube's messing up, and I'm trying to get you on YouTube. I don't know.
Well, just go on Facebook.
Oh, I thought we don't do Facebook.
Yeah, we do Facebook now.
We do now.
Yeah, hey.
Oh, I thought we
Hey, get on Facebook and share it for your boy.
Hey, go Facebook.
Hey.
I'm sorry.
Hey. So yeah, the first communication skills are very important. So what falls in that category of communication skills? I'm asking anybody.
Falls in that
Yeah,
category?
what falls in the category? Whenever you are a real estate agent, what falls in that category of having good communication skill?
How to present deals.
How to present? Okay, so presentation. Hey, Just walk right in the camera, will you?
Middle of the camera.
Yeah, so presentation skills, that's right. That's one. What's another one?
Explaining different avenues of the process, explaining how inspection
Presentation,
works.
explanation,
Fact finding.
asking questions, selling. Really, at the end of the day, selling. You got to learn how to sell. You got to learn how to negotiate. You got to learn how to close. You got to learn how to take control of certain situations. But the number one thing that I feel like the most important skill whenever it comes to being a good communicator is listening. You got to be a good listener if you want to be a good communicator.
That's strong, Josh.
It's a very, very strong statement right there. Yes, you got to learn how to listen. I'm guilty of it. I'm not the best listener. And I'm sure everybody in this building right now would say that they're not a good except Ed over there. He's the best at listening, right?
Miss, I think you got something from YouTube from Miss Brittany.
From Miss Brittany, I can't see anything on the YouTube. I'm not on YouTube.
She says, make sure you are clear and everyone understands. So just because you understand.
Okay.
That everybody else
All right.
understands.
See, I got to listen better. Okay, exactly right. You got to make sure you're clear whenever you are telling somebody something, whenever you're communicating, whenever you're a new agent. I feel like a lot of mistakes or a lot of the new people that get in the business, they think they're clear, but they aren't clear. Like, I can't remember who I was talking to the other day, but it was somebody I was talking to them, and they were like telling me something, and I was just 100% unclear on what they were saying, and they thought at the end of it, they're like, all right, you got all that, right? I'm like, I didn't get anything you just said. You weren't clear. So, yes, as a new agent, you have to be clear. What's up, little Josh? We're talking about 5 things that I learned from, being in business, being in the real estate business for the past 4 years. So, number 1, I want you guys to remember this because I'm going to ask you in order how it's going to go. Number 1, you got to learn how to communicate properly. Your communication skill has to be pristine. It has to be on point, and I feel like that's one of the most important things. Okay, number two. I'm sorry, I've been neglecting the comments. By the way, what's up, Allie? Thanks for getting on here. Hey, good job this morning on the morning grind. Brittany, what's up? Hello. Thank you guys for getting on here. Please like, comment, and share the stream if you are on here. Hey, that would really, really help us out. Okay, number 2. The second thing that I have learned since I've been in the business. Okay, I've learned how to be a problem solver. Okay, at the end of the day, the person who solves the most problems is going to be the person that gets the most what? Deals. Money. If you know how to solve problems, you know how to make money, no matter what. What Coach Burt says this. Whenever problems are solved, money is exchanged. Whenever you learn how to solve somebody's problem, like let's just say you have a problem right now. I don't know. What's the problem that you have right now? Fitness. You want to lose weight. Okay? Let's say you want to lose weight. If I had your solution to losing weight, would you be willing to pay me for it?
Yeah.
If I could make all that weight go like that, would you be willing to pay me for it? Same situation here. You got to learn how to solve problems. In real estate, like we had a problem this weekend. This woman got an eviction notice for her rental that she was in. She said the landlord said you got to be out in 30 days. That's a problem. 30 days is a problem. So hey, I said, listen, great. We'll be able to make it happen. All right, got her with the lender, got their approval. Went and saw a house this weekend, wrote it under contract within 2 days of her telling me that, and she'll be able to close in that 30-day mark. That is solving problems, right? If you did not know how to solve problems, don't expect to get compensation. Okay, and keep this in mind. The bigger problems that you solve, the more money. Small problems, small money, right? Solve big problems, okay? This is what my advice to you to help you solve problems. Number 1, you got to be situationally aware, okay? You got to be, everything that you're doing, you have to be situationally aware. What does that mean? Okay, you got to put yourself in situations. You got to know what's going on all the time. Everything around you, you got to know what's going on. Like right now, I know what's going on. I know there's a camera on me. I know you're right there. I know Ed's eating unhealthy chips, Cheetos. I know what's going on, right? Situationally aware. You got to be creative too. Whenever it comes to solving problems, if you're not creative, it's not a good thing. Creativity will, first off, you got to commit before you become creative. But the more creative you are, the bigger problems that you're going to be able to solve. and taking full control of whatever their problems are. You got to take control of it. You got to take the what's it called? The bull by the horn. You got to take the bull by the horns. You got to take the steering wheel and absolutely just take control of everything that's going on. Okay, so that'll help you solve problems too. All right, what was number 1?
Communication skills.
Glad you were listening, Stevie Z. What's number 2?
Presentation skills.
Nope, problem solving.
That's right. Number 1 is communication skills. Number 2 is problem solving. Brittany, educating yourself. More knowledge helps you communicate clearly and confidently. I 100% agree with that. You gotta. Hey, I'm actually gonna be talking. That's one of the things that I learned in the last 4 years. That's actually number 4. So we're before we get to number 4. What's before 4? Number 3. Number 3, courage. One thing that I've learned that has helped me out a lot since being in the business is courage. Give me an example of something that you do every single day that you have to apply courage to.
Cold calling.
Cold calling.
Telling people problems that they might have not foreseen happening.
Yep.
And having to solve
Yep.
problems and help them go that.
Breaking the bad news.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage to make that phone call.
That's exactly right. What's something that you do, Ed, that you have to apply courage to since you've been in real estate?
I would say, cold calls is the first thing.
Cold calls, yep.
Or doing the show like you're doing right
Doing
now.
this, I was about to say, what I'm doing right now, it takes courage to get up here and do this.
Yep.
Not a lot of people can do this because they'll bitch out before the time comes. That's just how it is. People, whenever they get confronted with something that makes them feel insecure, they either rise above the occasion or they drop down. One thing that I've learned is taking, building that courage muscle. So a courage muscle, it's in your brain, okay? But it's just like whenever you work out in the gym. It's just like whenever you're trying to lose weight. You work that muscle out, it breaks it down, and then it builds back up even bigger. Same thing with the courage muscle. So some tips that I do on how do I build courage muscle. Like we're saying here, we do a lot of cold calls. Cold calls are something that is extremely important in business if you want to build this if you want to build this courage muscle. Another thing that another example of building your courage muscle, asking for business. Whenever I was a brand new agent, I was scared to ask for business. I would go see somebody in public and I'd be like, I would kind of shy away from introducing myself to them, even though I knew I needed to introduce myself. You ever have that feeling where you're like, man, that guy's a big hitter. I should probably introduce myself to him, but you don't because you're scared. That's happened to me a lot. Courage is going up to yourself, ignoring your feelings, ignoring what you're telling yourself, and introducing yourself anyway to that person. That's real deal courage right there. And whenever you first get started, I feel like that's probably the biggest thing that you lack is courage because you don't want to do that. You don't want to look like a dumbass to somebody. So yeah, taking financial risks too takes a lot of courage. What does that mean to you? To somebody that's a brand new agent, whenever you take a financial risk, what does that mean?
That means you're putting money towards yourself.
Betting
Your
on
marketing.
yourself, investing in yourself.
Marketing, which I wouldn't really say a brand new agent is going to spend a lot of money on marketing, but what did you say? Investing in yourself. That takes courage. Whenever I got into the business, I think it was like maybe the first year, I made an investment $500. $500 to go to one of Coach Burt's events, a boot camp or something. I was scared to death because you know how much money I had in my account at the time?
$550.
Close. I had $800 in my account. And I remember I called up with the guy that worked for him at the time, and I said, hey, look, we're doing it. We're going to go for it. He goes, he said, okay, it's $500. I said, okay, awesome. He said, well, you can do that in 2 ways. You can pay me $500 now, or you can make 2 payments of $250, no interest free. I'm like, thank God.
$250 right here.
I was like, $250, 2 payments is what we're going to do. I had $800, so I didn't, that was a financial risk that I was taking, and I took it. And honestly, I got to owe a lot of my success to that boot camp. I learned how to take that risk, and that took courage. So, that's one thing. What? Yeah.
How much did you spend on that Cardone event?
Yeah. So that Cardone event costed, I would say, close to $4,000. The whole trip in total. The ticket was $2,000. Flights, hotels, all of that. It was close to $4,000 or $5,000. So. I would never been able to spend that $5,000 if I hadn't spent the $500. And that's honestly that takes a lot of courage to do that. Financial courage in betting and rolling the dice on yourself. So hey, number 4. What Brittany was talking about earlier was self-development, teaching yourself some new things. So, like Ed was just talking about, I went to a Cardone event, spent a lot of money to go to it. I learned a lot of good shit whenever I was there too. It really helped me out with my sales skills. Always improve your skills. Training every single day. What are we doing here every day? Train. Role play. We get up on the board and we teach the new cats some, skills. It's a very, very important thing. If you're a new agent getting into the business, if you do not train, don't expect to be, a top producer. Don't expect to be somebody that's successful in the business. That's something that I take very seriously is training, and it's very important. It's very important. So what's other ways do you guys feel like you could self-develop yourself?
Well, eat better.
Yeah, eat better.
Sleep right.
Self-development doesn't mean business. Exactly. It doesn't just mean business. It means spiritually, physically, mentally.
You say you're gonna do.
Yeah, do everything you say you're going to do, but it doesn't. Self-development just isn't in business. So some other things though that do apply to business that could help you out: seminars. Go to look up seminars that are going around right now in your area. Boot camps, like business boot camps, stuff like that. Like meet and greets, networking events, stuff like that. That's all that's self-development. So, number 4, self-development. Number 5. Ooh. This is the most important thing that you can know as a brand new agent, okay? If, let's just say you are, new in the business and you do all the things that I just said, all 4 of those things. Okay, and I'm going to ask you guys what all 4 of them were. Let's see if y'all were paying attention. But let's just say you do all 4 of those things and, you start to see a little bit of money come in. You have a good month. You make a few $1,000s one month and you think you're balling. You think you're rich. You start coasting. Well, the one thing that I've learned, the one thing I've come to find out, when you have a good month, you probably are going to take the foot off the gas a little bit. You're probably going to stop those 4 things I was just telling you about. You're probably not going to, hit them as hard as you were whenever you didn't have any money. Let me just give you some advice. Try your best. If you have a good month, let's just say you made $10,000 one month. Okay? Try your best to act as if you made $1,000 that month. Try to act as if, you didn't make any money that month. Because whenever you see that big $10,000 number in your bank account, it's like, ooh, I don't have to. Yeah, my bills are paid. I don't have to work. I don't have to go to work today. I can kind of just lay back and chill a little bit. Bad way to look at it. Because what's going to happen whenever you get in real estate, there's about a 30-day lag from whenever you actually put the work in to whenever you get paid. Maybe even longer. It could be 30 days to 6 months, honestly. But I would say typically around 2 to 3 months is whenever you'll see that payday. So you got to stay uncomfortable with your finances. You cannot be comfortable whenever it comes to the checks that you make. And I would say anybody that's been in business for a while can vouch for that. Can you? 100%, man. I'm guilty of it. Early this year, I was struggling, man. I was like, damn. Hey, I thought I was good. You know what I mean? I thought I was chilling. That wasn't the case, man. You get a lot of money stacked up. You look at that figure and you're like, I'm all right. I'm good. Hey, I'm successful.
I'm going to play golf next Tuesday.
Exactly right. I'm going to go play golf today. I'm not going to work. I'm just going to sleep in, not do what I need to. Tax season rolls around, you got a large bill you got to pay for.
Bang.
You got bills you got to pay for. You got other shit that happens. It's like a 1-2 Mayweather punch to the jaw, and it's like, ooh, I got to get back to work now. And next thing you know, you don't have, you got that delay, 30 to 60 days that, you're not going to make any money. So look at big months as small months. Don't look at big months as big months, okay? Try to change your mindset from, ooh, I made a lot of money to, you know what, that's really not a lot of money. It's actually probably a very small amount of money that I made. A lot of money for me, but I want to make it to a level so big to where I look at $10,000 a month as a struggling month. That's one thing I'm going to try to do, moving forward in businesses. Every time I have a big month, nope, wasn't a big month. That was a small month. All right, that was the 5 things. Who can name 5 things in order? If you can, I'll give you a hug. Number 1,
Communicative skills.
All right. Number
Problem
2.
solving.
Number 3.
So,
Courage.
Number 4.
self-improvement.
Number 5.
Don't let off the gas.
There you go. There are the.
Get home.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. That's
Good
my
job.
boy.
Thank
That's
you.
my boy. This guy right here is gonna make it, y'all. He's good.
So that was the 5 things, the top 5 things that I learned from being in business the last 4 years. I hope you got some sort of value of this. If you're somebody that's looking to get into real estate, take what I said very seriously. You never know. Hey, you never know whenever you're going to have a good month and you need to, put some money back, or you never know whenever you're going to need to work harder to make some more money. So if you're looking to get into real estate, I would share this stream because, or if you know somebody that's looking to get into real estate, send them this to help them out. And if I did say one thing of value, if you thought something I said was good, leave a share. Share the stream, leave a comment, leave a like. I call that the value exchange. So, hey, I give you something, you give us a little something. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, thank you so much for getting on here. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. We will see you guys tomorrow morning for the morning grind at 8:29 a.m. Everybody, have a great day. Van, take us out.